New podcast is up and it's Tween Age Twivia. We wrote quizzes for each other with questions that tweens should know. And I don't think Aaron understood the assignment. What is the approximate area of a circle with a diameter of 2 inches?
Can I use a calculator?
No.
Name the 4 Teletubbies.
Come on. No.
Yes.
How many feet are in a mile?
What is Dora's monkey friend's name?
Come see if you're as smart as a tween. Click the links below. Listen today. Snarky little joke that segues into Jack. Sorry, I get cranky when I don't have my wine. Welcome back to JackAsk, episode 120-something. Who knows? For me those questions. Did you remember to also drink some water before downing all that wine and White Claw? Ew. Who are you, my dad? I'm on a water-free diet right now. My doctor says it makes me hornier. Also, White Claws are like 70% water. You want to get hydrated? Chug a 6-pack of those. This is not medical advice. Also, Judgy, this is my first wine since yesterday. I've been good. How do you feel about Onlyfans removing the Onlyfans section of their platform? Well, as of this taping, I do believe they've restored the sexiness, or they're going to restore the sexy content. It's like GameStop says, power to the players. But just a reminder, if I reach 5 million subs, you won't need an Onlyfans to see my nudes. Soup Milk, that's a disgusting name. Thoughts on that new Tesla bot? Wasn't it like a hoax? Wasn't it a joke? Doesn't Elon have enough shit going on? I'll tell you this, the Tesla bot is at the bottom of my thoughts right now. Like, way at the bottom. At the top of my thoughts is your username. It's Soup Milk. Sounds like a real derogatory term. Hit the road, Soup Milk. Woo! Have you ever considered doing a Mario Maker 2 themed Yai? Something where people who submit their monstrosities for you to play live on Twitch. I don't think there's a big enough audience for me to make a Yai out of this, but a Twitch stream? Absolutely. I love Mario. I would totally do a Mario Maker 2 Twitch stream. And for 1,000 subs, I'll release my nudes. Woo! Considering Haiti just got rocked with a 7.2 earthquake, and New England just recently had Hurricane Henri, what was the worst natural disaster you've experienced? The blizzard of 96 kind of rocked the Northeast. I have this very distinct memory of not being able to even see the mailbox across the street. The snow was that high. There was also Snowmageddon. I remember like stocking up and hoarding on food because all the news people were like, oh, you won't be able to leave your house. You're gonna lose power. You're probably gonna die. And we do have some fun earthquake stories here on the West Coast. I remember seeing this chandelier fixture kind of wiggle around a bit while the earth shook beneath my feet. Either I or Aaron was holding our then 2 dogs, and we were standing under an archway somewhere, because that's what they always say, right? Stand under a door frame. I don't even know if that's real advice now. And you know, we're all still waiting for the big one to hit. Can't wait. How many times a night does Aaron kick you in your sleep? Obviously you sleep in separate rooms, but how often does she walk in there and kick you out of spite? She doesn't kick me. It's so much worse. We talked about this in our podcast this week, but for the first time ever, last week, I watched in horror as Aaron sat up and got out of bed and walked to the corner of our bedroom. And she was 100% asleep the entire time. I've never seen my wife sleepwalk.
Okay, you say it like it's a bad thing.
It was really freaky. You've never seen yourself sleepwalk. I have. No. Terrifying.
I'm asleep.
So I yell out to my wife, what are you doing? Get back in bed. Erin keeps walking to the TV in our bedroom, and then she looks down, which is straight out of a horror film. She stops, looks down, and I can't stress this enough. She's asleep. She looks down and goes, oh, I was literally talking to a shadow the whole time. She walks back to bed, and as her head hits the pillow, she says, okay, we'll try again tomorrow. What does that mean? Is that not the most ominous thing you've ever heard? We'll try again tomorrow. It was terrifying. You'll never know. You'll never know how scary that was for me, honey.
No, you'll never know what we're gonna try again tomorrow.
Fuck you. I have a theory. I think she sleepwalks a lot more than either of us think. Because that particular night, I couldn't get to sleep. It was 4 a.m. I couldn't fall asleep. Maybe she does this more, 4 a.m. Other nights, I don't know. I'm asleep. And so is she. So Bryce, I hope that answers your question. She doesn't kick me too much, but what she does, I would rather she kick me. Oh, and listen to our podcast. We go into way more detail about this and much more. It's free. Obviously, it's a podcast. Regardless of how it was received, what do you think is the best gift you've ever given to somebody else? Oof. I feel like every day I give my wife the present of me. I think my presence is present enough.
Yeah.
Thank you. She agrees.
That was sarcasm.
It's not genuine to me. Oh yeah, one time I bought my parents $1 million mansion and vlogged it and uploaded to YouTube. Oh no, those are way more successful YouTubers than me. No, I didn't do that. Guys, this is a real wake-up call.
You need to get your head out of your ass. You need to start thinking about others. Stop thinking about yourself. Stop buying yourself gifts.
No one asked.
Like your stupid Z Fold 3
She's
bullshit.
mad at me right now because I decided to pre-order the Galaxy Z Fold 3. I'm sorry. Amy, can I get back to you when I figure out how to give better gifts to the people I love in my life? Jesus, this is an intervention. So I don't give the best gifts. Look, if I'm gonna come over to your house, I'm gonna get a nice bottle of wine for you.
You don't give any gifts.
That's not true.
Tell me about a gift that you bought. Any gift. Any gift at all. Tell me about it.
I'm thinking. What's your story in 6 words, like the never worn ones? Okay, first off, I want to make an entire yai. What's the saddest story you can think of in 4 words? Because we can be more concise. For those who don't know, this is a reference to a famous 6-word story attributed to Ernest Hemingway, but that's never been factually proven, I believe. And here's the story. For sale, baby shoes, never worn. Short story, 6 words. Brilliant. Here's my very sad story in 6 words. Ungrateful wife yells, I take it. She didn't even hear it. Yes.
What'd you say?
I said I love you, baby, so much.
I'm listening to voicemails on our hotline.
Oh yeah, we have a hotline now on our podcast. Oh, you want the number for our hotline? Listen to the podcast. It's me, Riley-O. For a long time, you claimed you would never hire an editor because you loved doing it yourself. Well, who doesn't? What changed your mind? This is real. I think I'd always looked down on YouTubers that hired editors because I thought, oh, you don't edit your own work? How sad. That's a dumb mentality. The truth is, I wanted to put out more videos and I wanted to be in a state where I could just crank out good quality videos without having to stress over it and just kill myself editing 3, 4, 5 videos a week. And my only solution to this problem was hiring editors. I got extremely lucky finding editors that were familiar with my work. And as you've seen, they can very accurately mimic my kind of style, if not improve upon it. To be fair, I do love editing, and very often I will kind of re-edit what my editors give me. For example, in Yais, I'll often reposition and reorder comments because I think, ooh, this one's funny, let's put it towards the top of the video. Let's not bury it in the middle. I do a lot of rearranging. So don't think that just because I have editors now, I no longer edit. I'm sorry, that was a really long and boring answer. If you fell asleep during that, I get it, I don't blame you. Let me wake you up. Have you ever been interested in / played any Dungeons and Dragons or another tabletop RPG? Only a handful of times. I did one tabletop RPG years and years ago, and I had a hard time getting it. I think it was supernatural themed, which I didn't watch, but I did enjoy the camaraderie amongst the group. And since then, I've worked a handful of times with Hyper RPG. They're very well versed in hyper interactive RPGs. It's a little outside my comfort zone. I'm not the best at improv, and that's really all it is. It's just improvising on a character that you only get a few bullet points about. If I did it more often with a really solid, fun group, I think I'd like it a lot more. Anyone interested? I'm down. I'll bring the White Claws. You bring the dice. If you had a mixed drink named after you, what would be in it? Whoa, slow down, buddy. I asked the I questions. Here's my drink. It's mostly White Claw with a shot of Fireball, a tablespoon of grenadine. No, I don't want to put wine in it. That's a bad idea. It's not gonna taste good. All right, a Dixie cup of Sauvignon Blanc. Someone try it. I'll try it. Let's experiment. Shot of Fireball, Aaron's favorite. The Fireball is the sass. The grenadine is the sweet. FYI, it says Best by December 2019. It's fine, it's good forever. I think the cocktail could be decent. This is gonna ruin it. Cheers. Honey, do you want to try a sip of this?
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
It's a Jacksfilms special.
No.
It's not great. It's not the worst thing I've had. If you have the ingredients in your house, try it out for yourselves. If your parents ask, just be like, no, it's for an experiment. Could you summarize the last 3 months of your life in one sentence? What a waste of a summer. I feel like I didn't have a summer. We didn't go to any beaches. I didn't have any cool pool parties with babes.
We didn't even get COVID.
This was a summer where I really worked with my team, my editors, and the creative council. And I was so involved with that, I didn't have a lot of time to live. Whoops! Now it's September. Try again next year. Ladies and gentlemen, the final question. Oh, shut up. How would you explain hentai to your mom? Hi, Mom. Hey, Mom. You know those weird cartoons I used to watch as a kid? Hold on. Hey, Mom. You know how you used to watch Speed Racer when you were young? Just imagine Speed Racer
Naked.
and with a lot of tentacles. And that's hentai.
So ask me your questions and I will ignore them, 'cause I'm a jackass, a big fat freaking jackass.
I think we handled those pretty well. Hey, if you want to get on the board, leave your questions in the comments below or tweet them to me with the hashtag JackAsk. New episode of JackAsk every Wednesday. Click here to see the previous episode. Here's a clip. Is there any channel meme that has inserted itself into your real life? I would say that Chipwich is the ultimate channel meme. Because I think for years we often teased, what if we got a third dog? What if we got a third dog? And then oops, we did, unironically. And now she controls our lives.